Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2013 Ford Flex. We're gonna be changing the front brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing we wanna do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands, we'll pull our tire off. First thing I like to do is take a flat screwdriver, put it in this middle window up against the rotor, and we'll pull in our direction. What that'll do is suck in the caliper piston ahead of time and get it pretty close for us. It'll also let us see that our slide pins are still in good shape. We'll just pull towards us, nice even pressure. I'm gonna go to this top window just a little, get that top piston pushed in. Bottom window, get that bottom piston pushed in. Back to the middle window. Our slide pins are bottomed out. We can see they still move pretty good. Our caliper bolts are a 17 millimeter. The bolt is our slide pin at the same time. There is a top and a bottom. The top one has a little rubber sleeve at the tip of it. We'll set that aside, get our bottom one, hold on to the caliper, pull that out. This one doesn't have any rubber, just bare metal. Take a caliper hanging tool, put it in this top window. We'll just hang it from our strut, nice and out of the way. Pull off our pads. Pull off our hardware. Our bracket bolts are an 18 millimeter. These had a little bit of Loctite on them, so we'll reinstall Loctite when we put the bolts back in. Hold on to it as we do the top bolt. There you go. Now let's get our rotor off. Our rotor is held on with a T40 Torx. The best way to get this off is with an impact driver. We'll put that in, give it a whack. Slowly coming. There we go. We'll apply a little bit of anti-seize to this bolt so it comes out easier in the future. And we'll just take our hammer, knock on it, that vibration will break it loose. There we go. Let's clean off our hub surface. For that, I have a drill with a cleaning wheel. Looks pretty good. If you live in a rusty place, we can apply a little bit of anti-seize or some kind of anti-corrosion compound where the rotor's gonna sit. Now let's prep a rotor. Our rotors have a protective coating on them for storage. So we're gonna take some brake clean and wipe that off. I like doing this in a well-ventilated area. We'll just spray it down, wipe it off, turn it over. All right, let's go install it. Just slide this on. Make sure our holding bolt lines up. Take just a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. Put that in. This wants to keep kicking out and it's making it hard for me to get that bolt in. So what I'm gonna do is just take an old lug nut, thread it in on the sides. It'll kind of hold it for us. Now I can get this in a little better. I'll just get it hand tight. We can leave these on for now. Let's prep our bracket for installation. On our bracket, we'll take that same cleaning wheel and we'll clean out our hardware channels the best we can. On our hardware, we have this little hook. We want that hook to the outside. So we'll just put this in, drop it in the best we can. There we go, until it bottoms out. Do that to the other side. Just push it in, flip it over, push it in, and last one. And all we're doing is just pushing it in until it bottoms out. That's it. Now we can install it. Just gonna rest that there and get some Loctite. I thought I had blue Loctite, but all I have is red. So that'll work for me, but really blue Loctite is what you want. Put that in. It doesn't take a whole lot, just enough to coat the threads. Suck these down. The information I have says these are torqued to 122 foot-pounds. Now we can put on our new pads. I like doing the outside first. That'll be the easiest one to put on and then I can see how it goes. Just like that, push it in. Now I have little springs attached to mine. If yours don't come with springs, that's okay. The old pads I took off didn't have them. Now we can do the inside. If you have a wear indicator, we want that on the inside top. My springs are a little too strong for the inside, so I'm just gonna bend it manually just a little to relieve some of that spring tension. There we go. Now we'll put on our caliper. We want to push in our pistons first. So let's do that together. We get one of our old pads, put it up against our pistons. There's a couple different tools. I really like this one. I'll have a link in the description. But we just push it in. until they bottom out. We'll put this on, make sure our brake hose isn't twisted. There we go. Slides on. We'll get our rubber situated just like that. Same on the bottom. All right, let me move you down. Just gonna rest that there. Then we're gonna wipe the grease off of our slide pin and apply new caliper grease. Just a nice coating of grease. I'll slide this in as even as we can. You don't want all of that grease just to get wiped off with our boot. There we go. Slide it in, get it started. Do that to the bottom one. Just gonna wipe it off. Apply new grease. Now it's important that this is caliper grease and not just any kind of grease. Slide this one in. Snug them down. And these are 55 foot-pounds. All right, that's it. Take our lug nuts off. We'll install our wheel, lower the vehicle, go inside, we'll step on the brake pedal a few times until they feel firm, and then we'll hop over and do the same thing to the other side. Good job. All right, there you go. That's gonna place the front brake pads and rotors on your Flex. All in all, not too bad. Now there are two different kinds of brakes, standard duty and heavy duty. These are the heavy duty. How can you tell the difference? Well, look at your rear brakes. If they're standard duty, it'll be a solid rear rotor. If they're heavy duty, they'll be a vented rotor. Let me show you what a vented rotor looks like. This is the rear rotor. If it's vented, it'll look like this. If it's solid, it'll just be one hunk of metal without these little vents in it. And that's how you can tell if you have heavy duty or standard duty. And that's it. The very next thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is bring the vehicle up to about 30, 35 miles an hour, then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, we want to feel a nice good grab and then do it again. Bring it back up 30, 35 miles an hour and do the same thing. We want to do that about 4 or 5 times, then our brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. See you on the next one.